The amount of fitness you need to be able to accomplish what there is in this sport is just so beyond any other sport you can do. We have to try and train the same amount as what the GB squad do, because the GB squad train 4 to 5 times every day. I mean, obviously they're full time, so they've got the opportunity to do that, but we have to be as close to that as we can.
I'm always competitive in training, I'm always racing the other guys, so I always sort of look to train as I would race, and vice versa, so trying to make it as realistic as possible in training, and then when it's a race it's just treating it like another session.
Basically short rows are just like highly competitive all the time, but I think that there is something else you need. Compete with yourself, compete with other people in the squad. Like, it's just a really competitive atmosphere, and you just couldn't do it on your own. Like, you need that network around you. If you're not 100% committed to it, you won't. There's no point in doing it. You either do it or you don't.
We're all really close. It's really good. It's a nice setup because we are a massive squad. We have to be quite close and all help each other, push each other. I mean, on a Tuesday we all push each other to the point where we can't do the weights afterwards.
Passion for the sport, I mean, it has to be an absolute love of yours. To get up at 5 in the morning 3 times a week in the freezing cold. You're going to get wet in that boat. You could fall in, and it's just you have to have that absolute passion for it. I think also a little bit of nuttiness to yourself as well. I mean, to get into that single scull and push yourself to the point of absolute exhaustion, you have to have the sort of something has got to tick in your head to make yourself do that.
Rowing, you've got to be committed all the time. Think about the consequences of a night out. You got to remember that the chances are you got training in the morning or in the next evening, so you always have to be switched on and ready to jump in a boat.
Monday morning, wake up at 5 o'clock, eat breakfast, arrive here at 6:30, get the boats out on the water, whatever boat we're in, single, quad at the moment because of Fours Head coming up. Do hour and a half session, and it can involve anything from just light paddling, so the equivalent to a jog, to sprints.
For heavyweights, I mean, it's big lungs, big legs, long levers, and a really good mindset. And then for a lightweight, such as myself, it's sort of more technical ability, so being agile and clever, and then again, mindset is probably the best quality you can have. If it's about how hard you are at the end of the day, it's can you make the other person stop before you have to stop. There's
just nothing like you pushing yourself beyond that limit compared to 5 other human beings on that lake. You can't beat that feeling.
I've played a lot of sports, like when I was younger and stuff. I used to play rugby and football and stuff. But rowing's just, it's different. It's quite hard to describe, but whatever it is, like, it's addictive. And even though you think after like a long erg or like a piece on the wall, you're like, oh, I don't want to do that again, you still get up and do it the next day because you just want to go and try and beat yourself.
Sort of the motivation really comes from myself, seeing myself get PBs and beating the other lads, being competitive against them. That's where the main motivation comes from.
It's just being out on the water. I absolutely love it. There's nothing for me that beats it.